For so many years of my life, I always tried to fit in, and I always tried to be someone that other people liked. And I feel like this is a trap that a lot of us fall into. For me, back when I went into high school, I just moved, so I didn't know anyone there. And really my main goal was just to meet people and to make friends, but I went about it the wrong way. I did everything I could to be likable. Back then, I would have put it as I was trying to be cool. I think this is something that so many people struggle with, being someone you're not for other people. And so through that strategy, I did make friends. I did find people I could hang out with, but they knew me for the person I really wasn't. All of them knew me for someone that I was acting as. And so even though those first few months were great, after a while it got draining, it got tiring, and it was never enjoyable. And to be clear, it's okay to change. It's okay to become someone that you weren't previously. But when you're not doing it for yourself and you're doing it to try to fit in or be cool to other people, well, that's a different story. And so after a couple months, I started to hate it. Every day I went to school, I had to put on this mask and be someone that I wasn't. And I know for a fact that this isn't just me. So many of us put on a show of someone that we aren't to try to fit in and make friends and have a good time. And in reality, you're doing the opposite. Being someone you're not is hard. It's tiring. It's not you. It doesn't feel good. It's not fun at all. But when I started to realize this and I started to understand that, okay, I'm being a completely different person than who I really am in order to be in this friend group, in order to have these friends, in order to attract this girl, I'm being someone that I'm not. But after you become friends with them, or you get that girl, or you get that boy, or whatever it is in your situation, well, now that person likes you for a fake version of you. It's inevitable that eventually the real you will come out. And if it doesn't, well, you're just gonna be stuck acting as someone that you're not, and that is not a fun thing to do. So just be yourself. Not to scare you or be negative in any way, but we're all gonna die soon. In the grand scheme of time and the universe, our lives aren't really that long. And I look at that as a beautiful thing. If our lives were much longer, or we did have infinite life, you wanna be motivated to do things. There'd be no reason to go chase your dreams now because you could just do it in 100 years. I'm kind of going off track here, but what I'm trying to say is we don't have much time here, and the more you try to act like someone that you're not, the less enjoyable your time here will be. And if you're deep into not being authentic and being someone for other people, this is gonna be a little bit harder for you, but trust me, I feel you. I've been in that same boat, and I'm telling you it's worth it. Once you start really being yourself, you'll actually meet people that like you for you. Go to events and go to clubs about stuff that you're interested in. It's the best way to meet people that share interests with you. There's a million different things it could be, but I promise whatever you're interested in, there's a club out there, people that share that same interest that come together every once in a while and do it. And that is such a great way to meet people that are out there being themselves, doing stuff that they love, and stuff that you love as well. On top of that, start doing things that interest you. Trying to fit in can get to a point where you ignore your interests and you put them to the side to do other things that other people may like more. So do what's on your mind, do what you feel passionate about. And you don't have to know what your passion is or anything like that. Just do what you feel like doing. For me, I've always loved creating videos and creating content, but for many years, especially in high school, I just stopped because it wasn't cool. You just gotta do it. And even if you do get made fun of for whatever it is, or people don't like it, people look at you differently, well, they weren't your real friends in the first place. It's hard, it's not easy at all. And I'm not just saying go drop off all your friends, because a lot of those friends I made in high school, I'm still friends with. I just have showed the real version of myself that I've been this whole time. And sure, there's some people that are gonna view you as some completely different person that they don't like anymore. And to me, that's a huge sign that you shouldn't be friends with that person in the first place. You also have people that say, dude, that's awesome what you're doing. Keep doing what you love. And that's the person you want to be friends with. And on top of that, you may even inspire people to be more authentic themselves. Like I said earlier, we're only here for a short amount of time. It is so extremely important to be yourself and to be confident in who you are, and to not let anyone change that. And that goes for anyone. The girl of your dreams, the boy of your dreams, a friend group you want to join, a teacher, a parent. Obviously, take this with a grain of salt. I'm not saying ignore advice and ignore insights from other people, because that's a great thing to do. What I'm saying is, don't change who you are to be liked by someone else. And once you really start to adopt this mindset, and it may take some time, at first you may feel awkward. A lot of us have trained our brains to make it feel like it's cringe to do the things that we love. Getting past that point is hard, it's not easy. But as you continue and you keep going, you ignore what other people think and say, and you just be yourself, you will become so confident in who you are and what you like and the things you do, and how you spend this life, and no one's gonna be able to change that. So be yourself. Don't try to fit in. Don't try to be someone that you're not. Be confident in who you are and what you like. Not only will life get more enjoyable, but you'll start to attract other people who like you for the real you. And those are the type of relationships that you can't pay any amount of money for. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you thought down below. And be you. Love you guys. Peace.